Hello, welcome to the Fixvirus edition, April 28th. So we got the Command Man cybersecurity blog post that I wanted to talk about. First, of course, we got the Simona Petra, the bells, the symbols, the monastery's morning wake up call. It's a beautiful sound. So let's start with that.
Ευλογητός ο Θεός ημών, πάντοτε νυν και αεί, και εις τους αιώνας των αιώνων.
Okay, so I wrote this blog post like a week ago, or a little more than that. It's the 17th, I guess. Anyway, so basically, I'm trying to say, come on, man. Remember those ESPN, those silly come on, man, little skits where somebody does something funny? Yeah, they screwed up and they dropped the ball on the baseball diamond, whatever. Anyway, so I'm sort of saying, come on, man, what's wrong with you? Why can't you do the cybersecurity? So first of all, let's talk about 60% cybersecurity breaches, human errors. Is that true? Well, probably pretty close. I mean, it's either lower or it's a little higher. So either way, you're gonna have a lot of problems. Either way. So, I found there's a variety of online tools that you can find out where your problems are. So you can check your email address whether it's been compromised in Firefox Monitor, for example. So you can put in your email address and then it will tell you if it's been compromised. But you can see here all the different breaches: the Canva, Verifications.io, Apollo, Exactus, LinkedIn. So why don't you know some of these? Because they're not so well known, but the thing is if you might be on a service that connects with these people, with these entities. So you may have your email address may be compromised. They may know your email address and your password for something. So, I mean, one thing is it only 60%? Well, I don't know about that, but I think it could be higher, definitely. So one, small thought pattern I had. What if we had like Chuck Norris? Because Chuck Norris, he could solve the cybersecurity problem, right? In fact, the cybersecurity problem is already solved, and Chuck Norris is just kind of walking around. When he's around, everything is solved. So here are some Chuck Norris jokes. Chuck Norris does infinite loops in 4 seconds. Chuck Norris programs occupy 150% of CPU, even when they are not executing. Anyway, some of these are like nerd jokes. So, anyway. So, come on, man, solve your IT security problems by instituting no more errors. Bring some Chuck Norris on and he'll solve your problems. So, okay. Obviously, we don't have Chuck Norris, so what are we going to do? What we're going to do is we're going to test our people, right? You shouldn't trust what's going on, even inside your company. Come on, man, you shouldn't be trusting people because the stakes are too high. If you get a breach and your hackers are in your network, then slowly but surely you will lose control of your network, everything, your computers, your servers, your local computers, your phones, your network devices, everything will slowly go to pot, and then may as well like you know go to do something different. So okay, let's go over patch management. So this is my favorite attack timeline patch management diagram. So let's say a vulnerability is introduced. Somebody found a vulnerability in Microsoft Word, for example. So what happens is the exploit is then released in the wild. So you see that the problem is if one person found it, the hackers are also looking for these things. So they will eventually find that as well. So then, at some point in time, exploit will be released. So eventually, the vulnerability will be discovered by the vendor. Okay? So now the vulnerability is disclosed publicly. So between TE and T0, the vulnerability is out there, but it's not public. Think about that for a second. These things happen all the time. So now now that it's public, the antivirus vendors try to create some kind of a signature. So now the antivirus vendor created the signature. And then at a certain point in time, in the meantime, Microsoft's trying to fix the problem. So then sometime later, the patch is released. So it's not over yet. Guess what? Just because the patch is released, you still have to install it. So your employees now they have to do their work. So okay, I was trying to make it a little bit simpler because I don't know, that diagram didn't seem that simple to me. So I created this little diagram picture show. So day one, vulnerability found by researchers. Criminal hackers may have found it. The nation state IT specialists probably found it some time ago. Everybody's looking for these things all the time. Every day of the week. Every day of the year, everyone's looking for vulnerabilities. It's a matter of time until they find one, and then the clock starts. Day one. So now, day 30, researchers disclosed to the public after they waited a while, and at this point, the criminal hackers are aware of the problem. If they weren't aware of it before, now they are definitely aware of it. So, day 45, antivirus vendors created a signature, and now, in theory, the AV vendor can protect you against some of these attacks. Not all of them, but some. Because the thing is it depends on how the hacker is also attacking. So it's not a foolproof method. Remember, antivirus is basically 50% effective on a good day. So okay, for many reasons, we'll go over that some other time. So now day 60, the patch is released by the vendor for the vulnerability. In the meantime, if you look at this, between 30 and 60, it's been disclosed to the public. The hackers are going mad trying to get you. Day 75, your IT people finally installed the patch. So now you're safe. Now you can see this could be a problem, right? So I tried to I'm always trying to make this simple to understand. So of course I fail more often than I succeed. If meme goes viral and bad infosec, hackers control info. Else you make the viral meme. It's supposed to be confusing a little bit because basically the hackers will hack you no matter what. In the meantime, though, if the hackers, if you have bad infosec, Your hackers control your information. But if you notice, hackers are always there doing their stuff. It doesn't matter what you're doing. They're always there. This is what I was trying to say. The hackers are always trying to get us to click on bad phishing emails. And the IT employees, sometimes they make bad mistakes. I mean, they're not perfect. They're humans. That's why you have people like me so that we can test them. Test the employee network, the network that was set up by the IT employees. So then the hackers control the info. Otherwise, the hackers will make more attacker phishing memes. And no matter what, we're going to get a lot of attacker phishing memes. It's just the way it is.
Και εις τους αιώνας των αιώνων.